which would be a bit unfortunate for me. Lucky for him not to listen to my nonsense.
47. Lucas, you require
I'm
40.
a big fan of Lucas, and the one thing he will benefit from is the fact that
Lucas Venig.
He is
well over 100.
100. Lucas, you require 49.
So what should have been one dart to a double? He's got two now at his favoured double 16. He doesn't move across the hockey. He just sees enough at the top of that bed there. Just sort of floats over that second dart.
56. Vita, you require 20.
If you're going to go that way, you've got to be a bit more aggressive.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Aggressive.
Vita Sedlak.
That's a 16 dart. Huge pressure on the 68.
Stay straight, Lucas. 20 is a must. The treble is the bonus. He's going to get one dart or a double. No, he's not. The 8 and the 16 target is huge. That 36. Is not acceptable, Lucas Venig.
Yeah, that's Vita, an absolute disaster. 40. Such a big target. Just aim for the wire that separates the 8 and the 16. Either side gives you a dart, a double for the match. As it is, he's allowed Sedlak 3 at tops. Only needs the 2.
Vita Sedlak.
And Sedlak defies the odds and his experience here at the Super Series by winning.
And the handprint on that second dart, I think.
40.
He thought that dart was in. But Dan Reid for tops. And a breaker throw.
Game shot on the first leg.
Makes the required adjustment. Under 17.
68.
So like I said, just stay straight on the first dart and the treble is the bonus. Give yourself one dart and a double on that dart. Once again is tops.
Game shot on the third leg.
What a dart
Chris
that is.
Gilliland.
Just as Dan Reid was putting the
2 on the wire at tops.
125. Dan, you require
well have
56.
Won this one. Full zip. But he finds himself getting potentially embroiled as Dan Reid shows. That's why we rate him. Double 5. That's a bonus. Double 5 he gets. Well, he struggled with his doubles throughout the entirety of the match, but doesn't struggle to win it, finding double 5.
First start. Options.
Jan van Veen picked up a title over the weekend. As
John, you require 58.
Littler picking up a couple.
Game shot on the first
Henderson
leg. John
picking
Henderson.
up a super.
He loves doing them. He loves working doing them. And yeah, he was great to sit down and chat with.
46.
Never
John,
forgives me for not signing for him. He looks at double 8 Henderson.
Game shot on the third leg. John Henderson.
Just a solid start here from John Henderson. Fired. Minimum 1.
That's what he's thinking.
100. Neil, you require 100.
And this time, the first dart is perfect.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
I can't even begin to tell you how that feels. You can just see the extra bounce in his stride there when you do a 2-dart combination. So his strategy was to hold his own.
To throw first. Game on.
He's 3 out of 4 on the doubles, and all bar a disaster on the single. He will get
56.
2 at tops to wrap it up.
Opportunities don't happen. You have to take them. And once again, there's that missed big number.
Game,
but when you get one dart at a double like John Henderson requires, that will be feeling mighty good to him. He'd be fairly disappointed with his scoring. But his
Vito, you require 100.
Played here and having played in a seniors events, it's trying to play with freedom, isn't it?
Yes, Vita is really playing with freedom.
Game shot on the first leg.
That's a fabulous second 100. Sense the frustration there because Gilliland, not a nice finish, 98. So you probably look at treble 18 or double for double 12. This will hurt Sedlak.
Game shot on the third leg. Chris Gilliland.
Absolutely stonking finish there from the Ginger Ninja. And it's advantage
51
to the check.
So you require 58.
Yeah, to go in front for the first time since leg 1.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
Again, his finishing has been...
It's about you at that point because your body's shaking. And for Gilliland, it's a chance. Does he go tops?
80.
Very safe tops.
Vito, you require 18.
What's a frustration on the last dart? Is he going to go straight for it? He certainly is. Big moment.
Game,
and it's
shot,
checkmate for Sedlak.
Sedlak.
A fantastic 4-3 and another fascinating.
Lucas, you require 24.
12 for the break.
Game shot on the first leg. Lucas Venig.
And that was all about the setup play.
What was left?
And if you've got a check playing on the 150 finish here, double 18.
114. Lucas, you require 50.
That's a bit of a wake-up call for Winner, because I think he was already working how he's going to go for this 50. And just realised he's up against a tremendous opponent, Neil Duff. How vital with that dart at double.
121. Lucas, you require 60.
That's where your thumb sits. I actually introduced that into a dart I was using when I was doing a bit of work
shot on
with...
the fourth leg. Lucas Venig.
Yeah, it was a safe dart at the lower portion of tops.
59. Lucas, you require 40.
And a big 2 points. You want to get your week underway. And a win over Neil Duff's always good at the best of times. And that is a fantastic win. As Chris Mason just taps his knee. And just appreciation, because Lucas Venig is a...
Instant opportunity for Hendo to get the break of throw he will need to win the match. And do it in leg one, tops.
Game shot on the first leg. John Henderson.
A leg, a 180, a 125 checkout, and a 12 dart.
Viv.
$83. John, you require 38.
This is a must hit now for Henderson.
Game shot on the second leg.
It is.
John Henderson.
Straight for the double 19, aggressive. And the funny thing about darts, this one will probably 94. Leave his finger.
John, you require
not where he wants
40.
it to go, and ping straight in the middle of tops.
Game shot on the third leg.
Well deserved.
John Henderson.
5 fantastic darts at tops, and this would be some comeback, and this is a 2-darter. So you look at treble 19 or treble 15, and he's got it. Double 12.
84.
Bends the wire.
John, you require 12.
To wrap it up, 4-2 in what's been
game,
a high
shots,
quality
and the match.
John
Henderson.
It ends with John Henderson.
157. You've got to assume that Neil Duff will finish. You have to assume that Neil Duff will be leading 2-0 after this leg of darts.
Neil, you require 16.
Super start. Just needs to clean up.
Game
and
shot on the
does.
second leg. Neil Duff.
A break.
A couple of things about Leonard Gates last week, and just let this darts do the talking and get someone to manage his account. But who am I to say that? I'm just a massive fan.
I absolutely agree. It's a toxic environment that it's very easy to get submerged in, and I think he's better off
32.
away from it and focus
Neil,
on the
you
darts.
require 110.
Then I suppose you've got to remember he is a 16-year-old lad. Perfect for a start. Tops for 3-zip.
Game shot on the third leg.
We did suggest we may about to see
71
at the house they rented.
And this is for the match, and that dart is going to be a tops.
Game,
absolutely
shots,
fundamentally sound is Neil Duff in a 4-0 whitewash victory over the man of the moment. Vita sets for Gilliland.
84.
Just below.
John, you require
how aggressive
94.
Is Henderson going to be? Very.
Game shot on the
That's
first
the way
leg.
to do it.
John Henderson.
If you're going to break someone, break him in the first leg.
Chris, you require 19.
He'll be super frustrated with that. And Gillian probably thought, after 6 missed darts at double 19, his chances were gone.
Game shot on the second leg.
In fact, it's on the last dart. Huge sigh of relief. And John Henderson didn't go for the 161 there, just to remind people, just the fact that Chris was so
John,
far
you require
back.
40.
He just played the percentage game. He'll want to put this one to bed and banish
Game
any
shot on
thoughts
the
of that
fourth
third leg.
John Henderson.
And he's right back in this match. The only frustrating point from there.
Leland.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
John Henderson gets there. They've missed 20. Just for a second there. What he was going to pull one out the fire.
139.
Well, he's put all the pressure on the world for Chris Gilliland with 3 darts at tops for the match. It's been a tale of missed opportunities, that game. But it's Chris Gilliland who gets over the winning line. And for Reid, he needs that moment. And a 160 would have given him that. He's not showing the signs of distress we've talked about today. Looks totally at peace.
Game shot on the first leg.
Then it'll be very happy with that 60 entries into the ADC by the ADC, the Motor Super Series, which is absolutely beautiful. And that's talking about beautiful, that marker. He bends the wire on the second dart.
Game shot on the third leg.
Raise of the eyebrows from Dan Reid. It's really taken off over the past. I mean, it was built. That momentum was building.
58.
Again,
Daniel require
another
88.
Territory where we always used to play.
Yeah.
But that's getting a Euro Tour this year, isn't it?
It's just the passion. And it's passion that Dan Reid is demonstrating right now.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
That is a
Dan
fabulous
Reid.
Prospect for everybody
Lucas
else.
required 121.
Yeah, I played him in a cowshed in South Wales, and I was like, what's all the fuss about? And then a couple of years later, Venning, all the fuss about this double 16.
Game shot on the fifth leg. Lucas Venning.
Treble 13, double 16. This match is just...
Oh, no, that couldn't be any more awkward. No other way he could go.
Lucas requires
also
12.
Frustrating last dart. So there, come on, he says. He knows the importance of this dart. He's all the way down to double 3.
Game, shot,
That's his scoop, Lucas.
Lucas Venning.
An absolutely outstanding match, and I thoroughly enjoyed all matches. Held on to his own
97. Neil requires 16.
Got over the line. So it hasn't been vintage Gilliland so far.
Game shot on the first leg.
But this is much better from Neil Duff. A nice little 14. And this would be the first breaker throw, and the right smile is there. He's just crept into the treble 1.
Just bumped across,
yeah,
didn't it?
on a given day.
Game shot on the third leg. Chris Gilliland.
Showed any signs of distress. And that's just the first sign of disappointment there, because all of a sudden he's feeling this game is sort of running away from him, because you don't envisage Chris missing from this position. Great marker. Very long point, just makes that bed so wide.
Chris Gilliland.
And he just moves across to the left-hand side.
121.
So in the Battle of Northern Ireland,
the
Battle of the Friends, the Battle of the Teammates, it's 3 darted tops for Chris Gilliland. He only needs the one. Fantastic game. Once again, great sportsmanship between the two friends. You can see the frustration in Neil. Is his luck about to change? There's his marker.
Game shot on the first
outstanding, and Dan Reid has been outstanding most of this morning. He's just not getting the rub of the flinging of the arms all of a sudden. I'm not used to it with him, but said like 2 darts, a double 16, just doing his own thing. Doesn't move. He went to move.
11.
He thought he could just see enough of that double 16. What do you do here, Chris?
Well, I think he'll go, yeah, not surprisingly, going straight at it.
Game shot on the third leg. Dan Reid.
And Dan Reid, so dominant he was in Group A.
What a dart that is.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Finish that is. Dan Reid was desperate for the 2 points. We felt
64. Daniel requires 62.
62 to wrap up a very tidy performance.
Left himself tops.
Game,
and he hits that with absolute aplomb. A fully justified victory. Focused, clinical and impressive throughout, Dan Reid. And he's up and running. And you see his reaction there. The little fist pull is a must. Sitting on top of that. It's double 10.
Game shot on the second leg. John Henderson.
Lovely finish from John Henderson. The tops wasn't a fluke. Speaking of special, but not this time.
Got some lovely signed Muhammad Ali stuff.
That's all I'm waiting for now, but the
40.
Prices will
Johnny
get £5 grand
40.
minimum. That's Henderson. Speaking of £5 grand, we'll have his eyes on the prize on Saturday night.
Henderson.
And with darts like that, you're only getting outside chances
90.
all of a sudden.
Johnny require 40.
So don't envisage Hendo missing from here.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
In the middle. John Henderson is underway.
Going to get one at tops himself to stay in it.
31. John, you
18 darts.
20.
I don't think John Henderson thought he would be coming back against some of the quality of Wenig. Double 10. Effective and efficient throughout. John Henderson is now on a roll. He goes joint top of the table with Chris Gilliland. Be on and on about because he's going to get one dart at tops. Make or break.
56. Neil, you require
41 to 81. You see more games won and lost in around that kind of number than anything else.
Game shot on the second leg.
That'll make
Neil
Neil
Duff.
feel a whole lot better. A 17 dart hole.
77. Daniel require 82.
What a dart, Chris.
Can you back it up with the double 8? Yes, he can. A 15 darter, a breaker throw at the perfect time.
He's feeling great.
56.
As simple as that. And for Neil Duff, 2 darter tops is a must.
36.
Over to you, Dan Reed.
require 40.
End the day on a high. Double 5.
Game,
and he will end the day on a high, and he will sleep a little sweeter this evening.
Treble 20.
Was that last game just a blip, Glenn?
70.
We're about to find out over the next 10 minutes or so.
I'm not going to put the commentator's curse on here for Chris because I'm just looking at Neil Duff's large doner kebab.
78. Lucas, you require 40.
Plenty of salad for my diet. But Fenwick here for tops.
Game shot on the second leg.
Good luck.
Because we'll begin to doubt in him there about this type of finish today. He's going to look at the 16. And how many times have I said one dart to tops?
36.
And if he misses,
Lucas requires 70.
And Lucas hit the 70. He's virtually at the hockey already. I think he knows the importance of this 2-darter double 8. That's a bit wild, but I like that. There's the reset. There's the self-motivation. And there's the double 8. Fantastic darts, Lucas Fenwick. A 3-1. That's all that's been missing today. Real showboat finish, isn't it?
124. Lucas, you require 70.
Right now, these are the types of finishing that boring does loves. For the match, and a 2-dart, absolutely quality finish there from Lucas Fenwick. We began to be concerned with him after his previous game, and at 1-0 down there, it was just all...
And ends up on the 8 anyway, so...
96. John, you require 8. Game shot on the first leg. John Henderson.
Sweet as a nut. He looks very, very...
Requires 78.
Treble 18. And don't miss the 18. Not a guarantee of getting a double now when you've got to give yourself one dart or a double. Just keep it simple.
38. John, you require 20. Game shot on the second leg. John Henderson.
And 57.
117. John, you require 32.
To wrap it up, full zip. Move on to 8 points
Game,
plus 9.
shot, and the match.
And that
John
is
Henderson.
exactly what John Henderson does.